Let's look at final exam question number 2, found on page 234 of Everyday Math Demystified, 2nd edition. The question asks us about some sequences and asks us which one shows the right-hand quantity varying in inverse proportion to the left-hand quantity. The correct answer to this particular question is C. Now, if we'll look at choice C, let's actually write these numbers out, but in a different way than they're presented in the book. Let's write out the left-hand sequence of numbers first. Those are the numbers to the left of the colons in choice C. 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. Notice that these numbers constantly become half as large. 64 divided by 2 is 32 divided by 2 is 16 divided by 2, and so on, all the way down to 2. Now let's look at the numbers on the right-hand side of the colons. They start out 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320. Notice now that the numbers keep doubling. 10 times 2 is 20, times 2 is 40, times 2 is 80, and so on. So the numbers here keep increasing by a factor of 2, whereas the numbers here keep decreasing by a factor of 2. So the proportions are inverse. Here we keep going half, 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 and half. Here twice, 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 twice. That's what inverse proportion means. Numbers that are inverses of each other. For example, here 1/2 is the inverse of this factor 2. Similarly, 1/3 would be the inverse of 3. 1/4 would be the inverse of 4, and so on. So inverse proportion means they go just like that. So once again, the correct choice to this particular question, in red for emphasis, is C.